are the afflictions of the righteous, are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord will deliver him out of them all. We have been an afflicted people. An afflicted people. We hate those who love us and love those who hate us. What manner of people are we? Why do we treat each other the way we treat each other? Willie Lynch gets into why we treat each other the way we treat each other. All right, Mrs. Sharon Jefferson Rucker.
All right. The Negro Marriage Unit. We breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females. Then we take the nigger males away from them and keep them moving and working. Say the one nigger female bears a nigger female and the other bears a nigger male. Both nigger females being without influence of the nigger male image, frozen with an independent psychology, will raise their offspring into reverse positions. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable. We negotiate with her, through her, by her, and negotiate her at will.
Hey, please read that over. Read that over, please.
Oh my. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable. We negotiate with her, through her, by her, and negotiate her at will.
Hey, that's deep.
Yes, it is.
We negotiate with her, through her, by her, and we negotiate her at will. Mean we can do anything that we want to with the nigger female.
Hey, how about that?
Anything that we want to. It's written here. Hey, this is history. This is some of the history that's been kept away from black people who need to know about this kind of history. We negotiate her any kind of way that we want to negotiate her. Just negotiate with the black nigger female. Okay, please continue.
The one with the nigger male offspring, she being frozen with a subconscious fear for his life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong. In other words, body over mind.
Oh, me. Yay. The female who has the male child,
yep,
will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong.
Absolutely.
Hey, poor Jimmy the Greek.
Poor Jimmy.
This is what Jimmy the Greek said, and they fired him. He went down in disgrace. This is history. Man was telling the truth. Poor Jimmy the Greek in his grave. And he was only telling the truth. That the black male has been raised to be mentally dependent and weak. Mentally dependent and weak. Mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong. Jimmy the Greek say, y'all are stronger than us. And blacks come out of the woodwork. What did you say? He said, y'all can jump higher and y'all can run faster. Y'all are stronger than us because that's the way y'all been taught. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Why would you say this about us? Why, we will boycott you off of the air. Poor Jimmy the Greek. Poor Jimmy the Greek. May his soul rest in peace. He's only speaking the truth. Another thing that I want to say, to finish this paragraph though, and then I'll get into this.
Now, in a few years, when these 2 offsprings become fertile for early reproduction, we will mate and breed them and continue the cycle. That is good, sound, and long-range comprehensive planning.
Hey,
Hey,
the
something.
man has taken our woman. Now, you know there's a little town. My mother and grandmother used to talk about it years ago, that when my grandmother was growing up, that the white man that would live near a black family, and he was going with the black woman. And here comes down on the buggy the black man and his woman and child, and the white man in his buggy, and he stops his buggy and says, Bessie, get out of there and come on here for a while. And she gets out of her buggy and goes and gets there with the white man, and he takes her off and keeps her for as long as he wants to keep her. He negotiating. That's what he's doing. He's out there negotiating and keep her as long as he want to keep her, and then send her back. And my grandmother used to say she'd come see her walking down the road going home after her and the white man had negotiated. Then there's a little town not far from this town, not far from Winston-Salem. And I'm not going to name the town, but they have a lot of mixing going on. And these high yellow women with these light green and light blue eyes, they're not even allowed to date a black man. The white men come up there and call them out of their house and see a black, who is that? Well, he's just a friend of mine. Well, look here, hey, I don't want you dating no black man. And my grandmother told me about this. I didn't know about it. But hey, a few drops, take a few good drops of good white blood, just a few drops of good white blood, and put it into as many nigger women as possible, and upbreed them, and upbreed them, and upbreed them, until you get a high yellow woman, and she's got blue eyes and blondish hair, and you breed them right down the line, until you get the cycle of colors that you desire. And this is what I used to hear people years ago, and especially people of my complexion, and I didn't know what they were saying. Some real dog guy would say, hey, I'm black, but I'm honest. I'd be saying to myself, what are you talking about, he's black and he's honest? What he's trying to tell me, from some kind of way, that his family tree had not been raped as much as my family tree.
Everybody in his family's black, huh?
Yeah, everybody in his family is black. And he say, I'm black and I'm honest. And I say, as much as I see you stealing, much as you be up there in Mr. George Peachtree and stealing his plums and things, what you mean you black but you honest? You know? You better than me. I mean, I've never been able to, I see you coming down the street with pockets full of peaches and pears, and you talk about you black but you, but what he was talking about, and I didn't understand, is that his family tree had not been raped like mine. Yeah, I can understand. I can understand. And you know something, even in our capital, I'd like to tell you something.
Okay.
Even in our capital and on many jobs, black women weren't allowed to participate. No matter how much wisdom you might have had in your head, let a high yellow woman walk in, she gets the job. Let a high yellow woman walk in with blonde hair and blue eyes, she gets the job. She could be a black woman as far as nationality is concerned, but the country in Washington, they said they didn't hire nothing but high yellow women in Washington, our state's capital. America, America, land of the free, home of the brave. Hire nothing but yellow women. You understand? But something's gonna come along. Something's gonna.
I would think that a lot of this occurred then because of Willie Lynch and his plan. Because as I was growing up, you heard a lot of talk about different sororities that had certain colored ladies in them, and you just thought that, you just sort of got the message that the lighter the person was, the better they were.
Putting an inferior complex.
Yeah.
And it's not doing it because darker people are any different, but they got to find a way to divide.
Yeah.
They must find a way to divide. You know, you take 20 of us, 20 of us, just go get 20 black people from anywhere and put them in a room, and not no two of them is the same color.
Mm-hmm.
Not two of them is the same color. Divide and conquer.
And in that sense, he did his job real well, because all he did was say a few things at first, and then he left it to the other black people to continue to, generation after generation, to give you low self-esteem.
Well, it says that
and
once
to just
you
make you feel bad because you are a certain color and you're not that shade that's close to the white man. You know,
well, you know, they
we
used to
kept
say,
that going a
you know
long
what they
time.
used to say? Well, you say, if you're brown, you can hang around. If you're black, stay back. There's some little saying they used to say, but if you're half white, you all right. Yeah. There's some little saying they used to say, you understand? Well, see, this is a perpetual motion. Like I'm saying, that our race of people, it has been scientific. You know, when you recycle, if you get a paper bag now that's recycled, it's not the original paper that was. All types of things have gone into that paper bag to recycle it. And when you recycle a human being, when you take a human being and he's been reborn, I mean not of Christ, but he's been reborn, and he's been broken and bred and crossbred. Hey, that's why it says you get a multiplicity of colors.
Absolutely.
Of unusual acting niggas.
Yeah.
He says it right here.
Yeah, he does.
This is what he's looking for. A multiplicity of colors of unusual acting niggas. And tie them to dumb, backward-ass, long-headed mules. And you got yourself, hey, you got your plantation going. You got this dumb nigga driving the horse, or driving the mule, and the mule don't know nothing but work. So you got going for you.
You got it going.
Yeah.
Because you got all these different colors on here on the plantation, and none of them trust each other.
That's right.
And that's the one thing that he wanted to do, keep them from trusting one another, trust only us.
And right in the beginning, distrust is stronger than
the trust.
And envy is stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got it going. Okay.
One.